Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Roller Waves 3 as Japan. So I need to actually record this episode because I had some funky shit going on with my microphone. So yeah, let me go in and get my timer started in just a moment. I mean, I might get some stuff wrong on this because I did already record this before, but if I recall correctly, we got lucky last part because for some inexplicable reason, the British basically pulled their fleet out of Southeast Asia for the most part. And I believe, yes, Russia has joined the war. Only against Great Britain at this time. They're not going to assist us when it comes to dealing with the French, but that doesn't really matter too much to me personally. So long as they can help lock down the British fleet in Northern Europe, that's more than acceptable to me, personally. But let's go ahead and get my timer started now, and let's continue where we left off. This is a convoy defense with just the Takachino's. Actually, not even... One's the Takachino, the other one is the Hashidate, which I think is an older design. Yeah, so it would have to be an older design because they are maxing out at 20 knots. And we got a couple of destroyers from our good friends Russia. The question is, what did they bring? Presumably, more or less the same as us. Several cruisers and a few destroyers, yep. Why do you seem like you have completely different firing ranges? I think it's just, it looks a little off to me for some reason. But they should be the same, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, shit, Takachino just took a decent little hit there. 6-inch guns, damn. Okay, yeah, they got 6-inch guns on light cruisers. I don't personally like 6-inch guns on light cruisers. I'm a 5-inch gun kind of guy. Slower than us? No, no, they're the same speed as us. They're maxing out at 20 knots because of the Terp score here, or the hell it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't think we've landed a single hit. Okay, Flash fired the that guy, and random destroyers coming up from behind that I now have to deal with. Slowing down to 17 knots now because of this, which I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna go ahead and try to tell the Russians to go in for torpedoes. I think you guys have... Oh no, you have forward, don't you? No, you don't. I don't know why you claim to have had a friendly in range or in the way, because that sure as hell wasn't the case. Okay, and the Russians are going to go and piss off, apparently. And just leave us to deal with these guys. Turn off from them. If you want a torpedo, I don't mind giving you one. ships for this, honestly. I needed a, you know, like at least one more light cruiser, realistically. Preferably, you know, just giving me my fucking armored cruisers. Thank you very much, game. I don't have the speed to outrun these guys. And we're just not doing a whole lot of good with the whole, you know, actually hitting them kind of thing. And I'll admit we've skimped on armor in, you know, belt extended, deck upper, all that shit. So we've got a fair few holes that they can get hits in on. You're gonna sink. We're gonna lose the Takachino as well. It just does not have the ability to escape, but looks like... Oh, no, that's a dud. Or it missed. One of the two. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and looks like they finally decided to maybe break off, but I do not have high hopes of the Takachino putting out its fire. As well as the flooding. It's not tons of flooding, but it is flooding nonetheless. That fire's got worse, flooding got worse. Takachino is sinking now, and now all I got are a single destroyer. Nope, I got two destroyers, but they ain't gonna do much. We're just gonna go ahead and set this to auto battle, because at this point there's nothing we can do. We lost both of our cruisers, they lost two of their cruisers and damaged another. We destroyed a single destroyer, but we're probably going to lose two of our own. Somehow managed to eke out a win just because of the surviving merchants, basically. AP damage. Russia joins in against France. Let's try to give the US some material aid, but they say no. I don't think I have any reworking of you that I need to do. I don't think any of that stuff gave us anything that would have benefited you, so we're going to go to the build screen. We're going to say build me 2. Do we have the budget to build 2? Not really, so we're going to go ahead and pause several of these things for a bit. Oh, shit. You guys are blockading. How the fuck are you blockading them, Russia? Where the hell did the British fleet go that you're blockading them? Okay, whatever. We're going to call off the invasion of Hong Kong for a bit, and we're going to go ahead and let the Tsukuba continue its build. Battle in northern Europe between the French and Russian navies. The Russian ships Didi Hitiri, the battleship Mikhail Kutsov, and the destroyer, whatever that, have been sunk. Bunch of Russian ships sunk. France lost a little bit that time. And no longer being blockaded, not too surprising. We're just going to go ahead and continue letting this tick by. Strikes and anti-war demonstrations in France. Anything in Britain this time? Nope. Russian ship forced to seek internment in Southern Africa due to mechanical problems. Thank you for the budget increase. Improved weight control. Mastering ballistic testing. Brought their fucking ships back to Southeast Asia, so it's a good thing we called off the invasion. We'll just use the money that saves us. Enemies planning to invade Java. We're going to say no to that. Well, we're going to try to stop them, and they're going to say, oh, never mind. I guess the British pulled their ships back out of Southeast Asia because they just can't make up their damn minds. Widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances in France. Nope, don't do that. I'll do it myself. Thank you very much. Okay, they have pulled out again, but we're just not going to bother right now. Hopefully the US decides to get involved. Save us a lot of effort if they decide to get involved. Don't let them off lightly. Mutually unacceptable demands. Studies of any ships and tactics have helped our research in ship design. Wonderful. Reliable power training and elevation, but so far eludes them. 4 centerline turrets. Strikes and anti-war demonstrations in Great Britain. And the Heisen has been commissioned. That's going to be the last of the Fujis. Unpause another one of these designs. We're also going to say we don't really have the time for you to go through a workup, I'm afraid. So you're just going to be tossed straight into the action. I need the additional ships. Convoy defense. We claim they had a battleship, a dreadnought battleship, which I find unlikely. But this is the game, so I wouldn't be too shocked also. It's probably actually a battle cruiser. Lo and behold, that is in fact what it is. Color me shocked. And several light cruisers. Nope, destroyers. Or not Russian. God, so fucking used to fighting the Russians. French destroyers. Full speed, people. Full fucking speed. No reason not to go full speed. Go all in. Pop smoke. Get in there. I want these fucking battle cruisers sunk. I don't know what the hell happened to you, Nebby, but I think you took a heavy hit, didn't you? Yeah, you took a 12-inch shell to the engine room. That's not going to help you. You turn in. I don't think I have control of you guys. No, actually I do. The Iwate fired a torpedo, but I don't think it's going to hit. Nope. The Iwate is not doing too hot. Tons of heavy hits, so it's going to go ahead and try to break out. Or, well, break off, rather. We just can't fucking close the distance. And the only way we're sinking these battle cruisers is with torpedoes. So if we can't get our destroyers close... God, I don't know what the fuck it is with the AI, but I swear there is something up with the AI where it just seems to be so much more accurate. And it's not like they have a better fire control than us. I can tell you that right now. They do not have a better fire control than us. Their guys just, you know, they happen to be able to actually aim or something, I guess. Which I think is the big thing. You're much more likely to be able to actually hit a target when you're, you know, actually trying to aim for it. We're just gonna go ahead and also set this to auto battle because we're not fucking sinking that shit now. So there's not a reason to really bother trying to fight it anymore. Again, I don't know what the fucking deal is with the AI, but I swear to God, they just seem to be able to actually fucking hit shit. And our guys, even though we literally have them going through gunnery training, and a fair few of them have experience, they're just completely incapable of doing anything when it comes to actually hitting stuff. And again, they have the exact same fire control as us. They might have some minor improvements to, God, why are you trying to build such a tiny ass fucking light cruiser? They might have some improvements over, god damn, why are you putting the turrets in such terrible locations? No, oh my god, game, what the hell are you doing? There is not an exact limit you're going to tell me. So we're going to make this 9,500. Will that work? Yeah, okay, that'll work. 96? Nope, 95 is where you cap out, okay. 3 inches of armor here, because that generally is all you need. Too much displacement left over, that's fine. I can just go ahead and give you some more ammo. Let's give you torpedo protection. I need to move this turret because I don't know what the hell you're doing with it being so far back. Okay, there we go. Just turn them into singles so you don't get the penalty. Yeah, screw it. And we'll slap a little bit of extra ammo in there in exchange. Or, well, maybe we try for 29 knots. Still a protected cruiser. Can I make you a slope deck now? Now you can... Okay. You had no problems with it before. But as soon as I switch it to a slope deck, all of a sudden, you have issues. Okay, that'd be why. Thank you. You could just tell me that that's because I haven't researched that armor scheme for light cruisers game. The error message you give there is for something very different. Do be 28. Well, no, that doesn't do nearly enough to make a difference. Drop the torpedo defense. Cannot have upper belts with this armor scheme. Well, thank you very much for that information. I will shave that off. And we'll do 150 rounds. Doesn't leave us with a whole bunch of spare space, but it's good enough for now. Get ourselves a new light cruiser in the nearest future. Only the Navy can win this war. Give me more money. Double torpedo mounts. Thank you very much. Speaking of, I don't think we've designed a destroyer for whatever, however large a destroyers we can build. How large of a destroyer can we build? 900 tons. Game, we literally just researched double mounts. Considerably overweight. Well, maybe because you're trying to make it... Well, one, you're trying to give it 2 forward guns. I don't know what the hell your thought process is there. You are also trying to make it 32 knots. How about we just do 31, huh? And needs to be at least 1,100 tons. Otherwise, we get an accuracy and rate of fire penalty for 5-inch guns. So let's stick with a 4-inch gun. That's okay. That works. It's not my favorite, but it'll do. Okay. New destroyers. Well, we'll get those stouts starting next turn. Really, Russia? I'm still going to give it maximum publicity. We'll do 5. We're not building that one just yet. French have a decent fleet here, so we can't really do much. Oh, well, this is the perfect time to pick for a fight. Right as night is coming. Our torpedoes outrange our spotting range. That's fun. No, we're just gonna go ahead and I think sit by the coast. We're gonna sit by the coast and wait until either daylight comes, which is not going to happen during this engagement, or they decide to get close enough. Whichever happens first. It's not like we're going to see each other. Okay, it was a couple of destroyers. They also decided to flee from us. And somehow they get 80 VP for that, even though that makes 0 fucking sense. Okay, we got some better. The French pulled out of Southeast Asia, but the British have come back because they just keep fucking going back and forth between the two. Widespread demonstrations in Britain. Don't let them off lightly. Small tube boilers, weight savings, wonderful. Bit late for that though, because I literally just designed stuff that could have benefited from that. Okay, looks like they both left Southeast Asia now. And the Russians are chasing after them, so we're going to try to take this opportunity to invade Hong Kong again. Oh, and our rebuild of our first Shikishima is almost done. Thank you, game. Russians are in South Africa. So I know we just literally designed something. No, goddamn, why are you trying to build it so small? Seriously, game, why do you always like to try to build tiny, tiny ships? Okay. What do we do to get the weight to work for this? I'm gonna say probably not really possible without dropping the speed a fair bit. Although, do I need a 28 knot or so light cruiser? Probably not. It really just needs to be fast enough to sort of give chase to weakened destroyers and be able to just kind of get in position to scare them off, really. We'll skip the deck extended. We'll do the belt extended and belt upper. We'll do 26 knots. That's a bit slower than our current generation destroyers that are out in the field, but good enough. I don't again, I don't need them to be able to really give full chase. We could get up to 27 knots if we can get oil, but we don't have access to oil right now, so that doesn't really work for us. And again, I want a 3-inch belt, because that's generally enough to be able to avoid most enemy ships. Well, at least when it comes to something like a destroyer, you know, it does a decent enough job. Shave down to 150 rounds per gun and go with 27 knots. That's fine. Troops are invading Hong Kong, and of course they're going to resist us, but I have no idea if they actually have a, you know, a decent-sized fleet here. Where is the... Okay, they are over here. And of course, you're bringing the corvettes in, but I say no to that. Like Seriously, stop trying to bring the corvettes in. Those are the light cruisers. These are going to be the battleships more than... Oh, no, those are the battle cruisers, actually. But those are battleships. Those are going to be the French battleships. Is this all they have? No, must be more British battleships back here. There's the rest of the line. And actually, those are corvettes. Or not corvettes, cruisers. So their battle cruisers outrun our battleships because our battleships are old and have not had a opportunity to actually go through any decent rebuilds to pick up their speed. It's gonna be the battle line up there. Okay, we're going to turn north to cut them off because I need to avoid them being able to basically get into or get towards our transport. So we're going to turn north to try to force them to head east. Or if we can't force them to head east, to at least try to force them to stay up here-ish. Unfortunately, because I think they are faster than us, we probably won't be able to do a particularly great job of actually cutting them off. I guess we'll see. Inch hit on the Dangan, but I don't want a 5-inch hit. I want a 12-inch hit. There we go, 12-inch hit on a Rodney. With 14 inches of belt armor. I need Battle Division 1 to figure out that they should not keep heading north like that. I'd love to get the light cruisers over here, but we don't. If I had some more armored cruisers, I'd probably do that. Because my light cruisers could focus down the destroyers, and my armored cruisers could focus down their light cruisers. But without armored cruisers over here for the most part, that's not a plan that I really am going to implement. Really don't think that torpedo is going to have any chance of hitting. Much less because they've turned north, but even if they hadn't, I don't think that torpedo was going to hit. Inch hit on Magnificent with 14 inches of belt armor as well. Although it's 1890, 14 inches of belt armor, which is not that great. But it's probably still enough to be able to avoid being penetrated by our -2 quality 12-inch guns. you rudder jammed port. Two. Okay, one of those guys took a big hit to the engine room or something. Relying on our 12-inch guns. That's the reality of the situation. Anything other than our 12-inch guns is not going to do much. Because about the only way we can destroy a fair few of their ships is either with our guns or torpedoes, and torpedoes are not really a great option for us right this second. And shit on the Magnificent. Who's firing on the Magnificent? Ah, it's the Mikasa. And the Suwa. Lots of stuff this time. Nope, no 12-inch hits. I don't know who's firing a torpedo. I think you're firing at the Rodney, I'm guessing. Shit, turn off. Love to get somebody in to do a torpedo run on the Magnificent there. Just to finish the job, basically. Torpedo ran out of steam. If it had just a little bit more range, it might have hit. Cruisers have entered our range, just barely. Ah, okay. Okay, yes. The Heisen's the Fuji, it has the much, much better range. I was like, why is there this one circle that's so much larger? That's why. Okay, so we've significantly damaged the Magnificent there. I am inclined to try, especially because it's probably not going to do a great job firing its guns. Get somebody to go in for a torpedo run on it. That's why. Yeah. Also, you have central firing while this guy still has central range finding because we never got around to upgrading the Fujis. And of course, this is a new Fuji built that doesn't have the upgrade either. I don't know why anybody's firing the 12-inch guns at a armored cruiser unless you're aiming for the Rodney there and you ended up hitting the armored cruiser instead. So, but you're gonna get the torpedo off and it's gonna die. Or it won't because you're gonna miss. And you're the crappy design that has the wing-mounted torpedoes. You know what, fuck it, that Sully can escape, I don't really care. And that misses too. Oh shit. Heisen's gonna potentially get a torpedo to the face. Or one of these guys is. Because we forgot to turn off. Go for the destroyers that are running at you. Are, but hopefully they're doing better. Don't think that's gonna hit. No. Damn. Where's the battle cruisers? Where'd they piss off to? I don't see them. Did they accidentally go into port? They might have gone into port, but I'm not sure why the battle cruisers would have gone into port. Try that one, but I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna hit either. Yeah, no. Need to focus on the cruisers. Because, you know, that's your main role. Okay. Right, sure. Somebody totally had a torpedo angle on the Azumo, I'm sure. You're gonna go and aim for those armored cruisers over there now. Because the Magnificent's dead in the water, and the Suma's gonna go for a torpedo run. Just to finish the job. Where's the transports? I think they're still way the hell down there. Your turret is disabled. It just disabled? Yeah, looks like just disabled. So you may get it back. You also may not. I wanted you to turn north just a little bit, but not that much. Break out of your misunderstanding your orders. Sun and Sua are gonna stay over here. The Heisen's gonna continue going after these armored cruisers, I think. And if you can just manage to land, well, that Sully that we were gonna let escape has apparently decided to come back, so turns out it's not gonna be allowed to escape. Because I was more than willing to just let it go. Users are coming back out. I think he might have taken a 12-inch hit, I'm not sure. He definitely took something to the engine. Now. Detached, I'm just going to go ahead and order you to head home. Or, well, detach, and theoretically that should tell you to head home, but I'm pretty sure it still doesn't really work like that in Rule the Waves 3, just like it didn't really work like that in Rule the Waves 2 either. Firing? Well, yeah, I guess you would fire high explosive because you're not going to be able to penetrate the armor of the... well, actually, I think you should be able to penetrate the armor of a Duncan, right? How far away is he? 7,800 yards. We'd look at the 8,000. Theoretically, you should be able to penetrate, and I'm pretty sure these values are for armor piercing. So I don't know why you're firing. There we go. I don't know why you were firing high explosive. But what the hell do I know? You're like gonna just charge at me like that. Because I don't think that's a great idea, honestly. I really don't. Anyway, turn off because I don't want you to get too close. Did you run out of ammo on the forward gun? Yes, you did. Oh, shit. The Unebi got stuck in the wrong spot. So it's dead. Damn. 9,300 yards on those. Not a particularly great hit chance. You fired almost 3,000 rounds of your 5-inch guns and you scored 29 hits. The Duncan is doing whatever the hell the Duncan is doing. I don't know. Some destroyers trying to come from behind. The Izumo's not going to be making it. I can already tell you that now. Did they turn? Yep, okay, they turned around. Just finish off the Rodney because it's so damn beat up. I would go in for a torpedo run if there weren't so many other frickin' ships around. Don't have an arc on the... They're outside of your firing range. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Again, where the hell are the transports? Oh, there they are. Yeah, they may want to hold back just a bit longer because the enemy is sitting right on top of the point. You have a firing on the battle cruisers again, or battleships rather. Yeah, the battle cruisers, they just went and did their own thing apparently. There we go. Might be able to get the Unebi going. It's gonna just somehow manage to survive. I have zero freaking clue how it survives, but looks like it might manage to. You managed to actually get outside of range. The transports are smart enough to stay back a little. Still aiming for those guys. We are gonna go ahead and say fleet attack. do the thing I ordered them to do. That was the perfect time for you guys to decide that you have misunderstood your orders. Decide that you can fire on these guys in front of you. Either shitty ships. No. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guys. No, you aren't. You just don't have a firing arc for some reason. Go. Dangan took a torpedo. We get the rally. Or excuse me, the Rodney, not the rally. We need one more in the Duncan if we can. I don't think anybody has an arc right now. Okay, now you guys get the hell out of here. Those guys are dead in the water now. Could you not go for my transports? Who are you guys and why are you going in the wrong direction? Because I completely forgot about you ages back, apparently. It almost looked like they were going to hit. Keep that Eclipse away from the transports. Reason you don't have... Oh, because your forward gun is out of ammo. Two torpedoes for the Berwick there. We're going to have the battleships turn north again. Well, Battle Division 3 at least. Battle Division 1 I think is going to continue to sort of give chase here. At least for a little bit. Insofar as it can. And dawn's here, so this is annoying. Or excuse me, dusk is here, so that means night's coming. Because it is going to limit our ability to engage. Need to get the Heisen and Co up here to chase off these armored cruisers that are going for the Nishan. See if you can turn back this way now again without running into them, preferably. Found something. Find it again. Going to. What are you doing? Oh, 11 flotation damage. That's not that great. Oh, shit. Found those armored cruisers again. That significantly just increased flooding. Do you have a forward firing arc? You do. He turned at just the last moment. Pretty sure he's still turning, so that's not going to work. There. Okay, the armored cruisers are sticking close to the Nishan to try to finish it off. We identified that as a light cruiser, so I'm going to have my light cruiser try to chase after it. Thing is, I think most of you guys are out of ammo with your forward guns, which makes firing a bit of a pain. Because, unsurprisingly, it is kind of hard to shoot something that you're chasing when the turret doesn't have any ammo. That said somebody sunk. Doesn't do anything. This one? Maybe. Tell you guys to hold fire. Shit. What's the other stuff? You guys are not where I want you to be. That's for damn certain. Debbie, you're gonna try to make for over there. Suwa, or excuse me, Suma. Yeah, sorry, kind of forgot about you. Ashidate. Making it really hard to be able to see anything. Even, more so than just fighting at night. Don't know if we actually sunk the battleships, but I assume that they did. But we're going to go ahead and I think head up here just to sort of double check if we see anything sitting here. They haven't sunk yet, but it doesn't look like we see anything sitting there, so I'm inclined to say that they sunk. You need to head to port, buddy. At least try to. Chances are pretty slim that you'll make it, though. Maybe just do 5 knots. Yep. Or you go down to 5 knots so you don't tear yourself apart. Battle Division 3. Don't have any options for you. You go with Battle Division 1. You try to link up with the Asama. Transports again. Light rain, so if a slightly improved sight, maybe. Let's go to Squadron Max is less than cruising speed. In theory, game, if Squadron Max is less than cruising speed, would it not make sense to just have their cruising speed be the Squadron Max in that case? Whatever it is at that time? Especially if... You know, maybe it's just me, but that would make the most sense. That when you click the cruising speed button, it's either whatever the cruising speed is supposed to be, or Squadron Max, the lesser of the two. They still have some ships out here somewhere, wherever the hell they are. Send you out to the Hashidate to try to pick up survivors whenever the game decides to give us that opportunity. Multiple transports have arrived, but of course, because it is night, the game says, oh, we're not going to count that, or some shit. I legitimately do not get the logic why they just don't seem to count when they arrive at night. Kaze should be heading home. It's going to be like that. It should probably just head home. Me, so that's going to slow things down. freaking fences so we can sink them. Well, not sink, but destroy them. There we go. Game counts it. So, I don't know if it's a great idea to try to fire armor piercing at a, you know, open space. Okay, you guys need to move just a little bit more so you can have more people that have actual. Of course, I think your issue is that you're all wanting to fucking fire armor piercing. You know what? Honestly, I'm just gonna say fuck it. Let's just get out of here. So I think it's more of a hassle to try to. What the fuck are you doing, Asal? Yep, that's fine. It's fine. Pick up survivors, yada yada yada. Let's go ahead and get the get to 1400. Oh, and we still too close, so that can't do it yet. Gotta wait. What the hell are you doing, Namikaze? Seriously. I know, game. I know. Gotta. Of course, this is gonna drag on forever. Why the fuck are you avoiding torpedoes, Suma? Submarine, presumably. I don't think that'll make any semblance of sense. Here to sit there forever trying to deal with those 4-inch batteries. I'm going to admit, I personally do find the 4-inch batteries around landing sites slightly annoying because they just kind of drag out things. Because if you don't destroy them, which, when the hell are you going to have an opportunity to destroy them, generally speaking? You know, you're really not going to for the most part. If you don't destroy them, they're just going to sit there sinking your transports until all your transports are done or until night comes, and then the game proceeds to force the end of the scenario because no ships see each other. That's literally how that works. And frankly, I find that kind of annoying, honestly. I really do. It's exactly because of this reason that I personally would love to just not have them. Found the rest of the enemy ships. Of course, now because it is daytime, we actually have a halfway reasonable chance of seeing them and being able to chase them down. Granted, I don't think we have the ammo. It should be noted for the most part, but nonetheless. we are able to give chase. And just, you know, try to do some little extra damage. Maybe we get lucky. And it never hurts to sink more of their ships. It just makes life easier. Oh, okay, the assault just fucking lit up like a candle. Really? You guys misunderstand signals at that time? You know what? Battle Division 1, you just don't have an opportunity of catching up at all, so just don't even bother. Caught on fire, but not for very long. Wait, hold on. Waterline hit to deck extended. What? Last time I checked, the deck is the top part of the ship. The ship would have to be very low in the water or something to be able to have a deck extended waterline hit. I don't know who the fuck we have writing our battle reports, but they're an idiot. They're an absolute idiot, whoever the hell is writing it. Because there's no fucking way you get a waterline hit to the deck extended. It just is not possible. So, sunk 3 battleships. The battle cruisers early on fled into port. 5 armored cruisers, a light destroyer, or excuse me, a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, and a very unlucky transport. All of our transports were sunk after reaching the objective. I don't think it really matters, but we'll see. Victorious battle, our troops landed. Wonderful. Battle of Dangan Island. Are we going to be immediately defeated or no? The Hatsuse has finished her reconstruction. Wonderful. And of course, we are immediately defeated. And a bunch of our shit is in going through rebuilds, so, or repairs. Let's get the Hatsuse down into down to Southeast Asia to, damn it game, I cannot rebuild ship, thank you. 14 turns, let's go ahead and have the Mikasa head in because it's going to be in dockyards for 2 turns anyway for repairs. Might as well have those 2 turns be used for starting the upgrade process. And that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time, where we will be continuing to try to end this damn war. Unluckily, the US decided not to join in this time. They did end up actually joining in when I first recorded this part, but it seems that they decided not to get involved this time. Which is a shame because it's another 400 and some odd, or excuse me, 500 and some odd 1,000 fleet tonnage that we could really use. Especially considering that I'm at sub 200. Yeah. I could really use the US getting involved, you know, even if it's just to draw some more troops out from Britain. I mean, let's be real here, if the US got involved and they activated their entire fleet, they would be able to start trying to take stuff in North American East Coast, the Caribbean, etc. Which would either force the British to send ships there to prevent the Americans from being able to just land uncontested, which would open them up to potentially being blockaded by the Russians, or they would have to just let the US invade their shit, basically. They'd have to make a choice. And depending upon the choice they made, would make life very easy for me, potentially. But that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time. Hopefully the US joins in then. But this war is going to, as mentioned already, be a bit of a slog. So it's just going to keep on going and going. But we're on our way. We're on our way. If we can just take fucking Hong Kong, oh my god, that would make life so much easier. It would significantly cut down on the number of ships that the British could bring over before they would start suffering penalties for too many ships in an area. But oh well, we've been unlucky in that regard. Might have better luck next time, hopefully. Also, how long until the other stuff is built? New destroyers are 7-8 turns. The Yakumo is 10 and 12 for the Yakumo itself. The Tsukuba is 11. And the sister ship, the Karama, is 16. Okay, so we've got a ways to go until those things are joining in, which will help quite a bit if we can get them to join in. But yeah, that's going to be a while. Oh well. Until next time, goodbye and farewell.